Chapter 16, Digestion and Absorption. Food is one of the basic requirements of all living organisms. The major components of our food are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Vitamins and minerals are also required in small quantities. Food provides energy and organic materials for growth and repair of tissues. The water we take in plays an important role in metabolic processes and also prevents dehydration of the body. Biomacromolecules in food cannot be utilized by our body in their original form. They have to be broken down and converted into simple substances in the digestive system. This process of conversion of complex food substance to simple absorbable form is called digestion and is carried out by our digestive system by mechanical and biochemical methods. General organization of the human digestive system is shown in figure 16.1. The human digestive system consists of alimentary canal and the associated glands. Now alimentary canal. The alimentary canal begins with an anterior opening, the mouth, and it opens out posteriorly through the anus. The mouth leads to the buccal cavity or oral cavity. The oral cavity has a number of teeth and a muscular tongue. Each tooth is embedded in a socket of jawbone. This type of attachment is called thecodont. Majority of mammals, including human beings, forms two sets of teeth during their life. A set of temporary milk or deciduous teeth replaced by a set of permanent or adult teeth. This type of dentition is called diaphyodont. An adult human has 32 permanent teeth which are of 4 different types. Heterodont dentition, namely incisor, canine, premolar and molars. Arrangement of teeth in each half of the upper and lower jaw in the order of incisor, canine, premolar and molar is represented by a dental formula which in human is 21 by 23 by 23. The hard chewing surface of teeth made up of enamel helps in the mastication of food. The tongue is a freely movable muscular organ attached to the floor of the oral cavity by the frenulum. The upper surface of the tongue has a small projections called papillae, some of which bear taste buds. The oral cavity leads in to a short pharynx which serves as a common passage for food and air. The esophagus and the trachea opens into the pharynx. A cartilaginous flap called epiglottis prevents the entry of food into the glottis. Opening of the windpipe during swallowing. The esophagus is thin, long tube which extends posteriorly passing through the neck, thorax and diaphragm and leads to a G-shaped bag-like structure called stomach. A muscular sphincter, gastroesophageal, regulates the opening of esophagus into the stomach. The stomach, located in upper left portion of the abdominal cavity, has 3 major parts: a cardiac portion into which esophagus opens, a fundic region and a pyloric portion which opens into the first part of the small intestine. Small intestine is distinguishable into 3 regions: a C-shaped duodenum, a long coiled middle portion, jejunum, and a highly coiled ileum. The opening of stomach into the duodenum is guarded by the pyloric sphincter. Ileum opens into the large intestine. It consists of cecum, colon, and rectum. Cecum is small blind sac which hosts some symbiotic microorganisms. A narrow finger-like tubular projection, the vermiform appendix, which is a vestigial organ, arises from the cecum. The cecum opens into the colon. The colon is divided into 3 parts: an ascending or transverse and a descending part. The descending part opens into the rectum, which opens out through the anus. The wall of alimentary canal from esophagus to rectum possesses 4 layers, namely serosa, muscularis, submucosa and mucosa. Serosa is the outermost layer and is made up of thin mesothelium, with some connective tissues. Muscularis is formed by smooth muscles usually arranged into an inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. An oblique muscle layer may be present in some regions. The submucosal layer is formed by loose connective tissues containing nerves, blood, and lymph vessels. In duodenum, glands are also present in submucosa. The innermost layer lining the lumen of alimentary canal in the mucosa. This layer forms irregular folds called rugae in stomach and small finger-like foldings called villi in the small intestine. The cells lining the villi produce numerous microscopic projections called microvilli, giving a breast-border appearance. These modifications increase the surface area enormously. Villi are supplied with a network of capillaries and a large lymph vessel called the lacteal. Mucosal epithelium has a goblet cells which secrete mucus that help in lubrication. Mucosa also forms glands in the stomach, gastric gland, and crypts in between the bases of villi in the intestine, crypts of liver bone. All the four layers show modification in different parts of the alimentary canal.